Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, I want to bring you a story that's been making waves, not just in Cleveland, but across the NFL landscape. It's a story that involves a young rookie, someone who was just drafted to be part of the Browns' future, but now finds himself in the middle of some serious controversy. We're talking about Quinshon Judkins, the talented running back who was selected in the second round of the 2025 NFL Draft after a stellar college career at Ohio State. Judkins was coming into the league with all the hype, speed, agility, vision, and a knack for making big plays. During his time at Ohio State, he logged over 785 rushing yards and scored 45 touchdowns, proving himself to be one of the most electrifying playmakers in college football. Not to mention, he was a key contributor to the Buckeyes' national championship win in 2024, rushing for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game against Notre Dame, capping off what was an incredible season for him and solidifying his place as a top NFL prospect. But as we all know, life off the field can sometimes overshadow what happens on it, and recent events involving Judkins have certainly caught everyone's attention. The arrest report that surfaced recently paints a troubling picture, and it's something that Browns fans, and really NFL fans in general, are watching very closely. According to the report, Judkins was involved in an incident that took place in Fort Lauderdale on July 11, 2025, just a few days after he was drafted. The report states that he was arrested for misdemeanor battery and domestic violence, and that he was initially held without bond. Later, he was released on a $500 bond, but the details of what exactly transpired are disturbing enough to raise serious questions about his future, both with the Browns and in the league at large. What the police report specifically details adds to the gravity of the situation. It claims that Judkins' accuser told authorities he was punched in the chin or lip area with a closed fist, and that he also allegedly struck her in the left arm and thigh while they were in a car leaving the airport. These allegations are serious, and they are the kind of incidents that NFL teams, including the Browns, cannot ignore lightly. The league has a strict conduct policy, and any player involved in domestic violence or related allegations faces potentially severe consequences, including suspension or even termination of their contract. Now, it's important to understand that at this point, we do not have a definitive resolution of the case. Judkins was released from jail, and he is awaiting further legal proceedings. The Browns have yet to make an official statement, but it's safe to say that this situation will have ripple effects on how the team views him moving forward. Is he going to be able to clear his name? Will he face disciplinary action from the league? These are questions fans are asking, and rightfully so. The Browns, like every NFL team, have a responsibility to uphold their reputation and promote a safe environment both on and off the field. Looking back at Judkins' impressive college career, it's easy to see why the Browns were so high on him. His combination of speed, power, and football intelligence made him a prospect that seemed destined for NFL stardom. The Cleveland Browns, who have been in a bit of a rebuilding phase in recent years, saw Judkins as a piece of the puzzle to help them contend again. After their impressive 2024 season, where they made it to the playoffs and showed flashes of the team they aimed to be, adding a player like Judkins was seen as a move towards building a dynamic offense. But now, these off-field issues threaten to overshadow his potential, and that's a big concern for the Browns, front office, and coaching staff. Let's take a moment to reflect on the team's current situation. Cleveland has been steadily improving over the last few seasons, and the core of their roster looks promising. They have a solid quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who showed flashes of brilliance last year, but consistency remains a challenge. The offensive line has been reinforced, and the defense, led by stars like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward, continues to be one of the league's top units. The team's future is bright, but incidents like this threaten to derail their progress and distract from the focus on winning. It's a tough situation, and one that the Browns' organization will need to handle with care, balancing legal considerations, public perception, and their desire to develop young talent. And speaking of Judkins' talent, it's worth noting that his playing style is exactly what the Browns need. He's a versatile back who can run between the tackles, catch passes out of the backfield, and make explosive plays in space. His college stats speak volumes, averaging over 125 rushing yards per game in his final season, with a knack for finding the end zone. His speed and agility make him a threat to defenses, and he's known for his ability to break tackles and extend plays. The Browns were hoping he could be a key piece in their offensive puzzle, especially as they look to diversify their attack and keep defenses guessing. His ability to fit into a variety of offensive schemes was seen as a major asset, and many analysts believed he could be a future star in the league. But now, with these serious allegations on his record, the narrative has shifted. The Browns will undoubtedly be watching this case unfold very carefully. They might be assessing whether Judkins will be able to participate in team activities, and if so, under what conditions. This situation is a reminder of how fragile a player's career can be, especially when off-the-field issues come into play. It also highlights the importance of character and accountability in the NFL. Teams are increasingly emphasizing not just talent, but also the character of their players, knowing that a single incident can have long-lasting repercussions. For Browns fans, this story is a roller coaster. On one hand, you're excited about the potential Judkins showed on the field, dreaming of him rushing for 1-0 yards in his rookie season. On the other hand, you're concerned about the allegations and what they might mean for his future. It's a complex situation, and it's one that's still developing. We have to wait for more details, for the legal process to unfold, and for the team's official stance to be clarified. But it's undeniable that this incident has cast a shadow over what was supposed to be a promising start for Judkins, and potentially for the Browns' offense. Looking ahead, the Browns will need to make some tough decisions. Will they stand by Judkins if he's cleared of any wrongdoing? Will they consider releasing him if the allegations are proven true? These are questions that will define their approach in the coming weeks. The NFL's response will also be pivotal. Historically, the league has taken a firm stance on domestic violence issues, with suspensions and even bans for repeat offenders. The Browns, as a franchise, will have to navigate this carefully, balancing support for their player with their responsibility to the community and the league's standards. In the bigger picture, this situation serves as a reminder of how quickly things can change in the NFL. A promising rookie can go from being a rising star to a headline in the wrong way within days. It also underscores the importance of character and maturity, especially for young players trying to make their mark in the league. The Browns' organization, known for its resilience and commitment to building a winning culture, will surely be carefully evaluating how to handle this delicate matter. Many Browns fans are hoping for a positive resolution, but they also understand that accountability and justice come first. Now, let's take a quick look at the team's upcoming schedule and what's at stake. Cleveland is entering a critical phase of the season, with games against division rivals like Baltimore and Pittsburgh looming large. The AFC North is known for its toughness, and every game counts when it comes to playoff positioning. The team's defense is solid, and the offense has the potential to be explosive, especially if players like Nick Chubb, once he's fully recovered, and new additions can step up. But the spotlight on Judkins adds an extra layer of complexity. His situation could impact team chemistry and focus, and it's a storyline that will be followed closely by fans and analysts alike. As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to emphasize that the Cleveland Browns are a franchise with a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a future full of potential. Incidents like this are setbacks, no doubt, but they are also opportunities for growth. Opportunities for the team to demonstrate resilience, for players to show character, and for the organization to reaffirm its standards. Browns fans, you know better than anyone that this is a team used to overcoming adversity. From the early days of the franchise to their recent playoff runs, they've faced challenges head-on. And I believe that, with the right approach, they can navigate through this storm and come out stronger. So, what's next for Quinshon Judkins? Will he get a second chance to prove himself? Will the Browns stand by him, or will they part ways if the allegations hold water? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, this story is far from over and it will continue to develop in the days and weeks ahead. As fans, all we can do is stay informed, support our team, and hope for the best. Because at the end of the day, it's about more than just football. It's about integrity, accountability, and the future of this incredible franchise. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Thanks for being here, and let's keep the faith. The Browns have always been a team that fights, a team that rises from setbacks, and I believe they'll handle this situation with the same resilience that fans have come to love. Stay strong, Browns fans, because the best is yet to come.